Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Debar. Before I start this message, I want to start off by giving all praises, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakwedash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, of whom rule and teach well, of whom I learn from daily. It truly is a blessing to have so much knowledge available to the body, especially in these times. I want to start off with this scripture here. Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he, talking about Yahweh, opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. This message is inspired by a dream that I had two nights ago, or last night it was. It was amazing. And I say this in a very low spirit, in a very humble spirit. I'm fairly new to the truth. I've only been awake for the past year, and this may not be for me, or it may be for me. But after speaking with a brother, it was decided that it would be a good message to put up so that it could be edifying to some of the other Akim out there. This isn't to elevate myself, by no means, but this is a dream that I had, and I've had dreams like this before, but I just, I've never been one to, be prideful, especially being so young in this truth, So please, if you're listening to this message, this isn't to build myself up. Let me get into the dream. In the middle of the night, I woke up. My dream was this. I was at camp. It was me and 3 other brothers at camp. And we were waiting for 3 elders who were talking amongst themselves. We were all in our garments, but the 3 elders were talking amongst themselves about something. And while me and the other Akim were waiting for the elders to get done speaking amongst ourselves, we were talking about the chariots. And, again, this was all in the dream, but in the dream, during the talk of the chariots, we can't wait for Yahweh Shai to come. And then a joke was made, something like, no, it wasn't a joke, but it was like, more like, yeah, man, we're going to be beamed up. As soon as this was said, we look up, and it was a chariot, man. It was a chariot. It was a circle chariot. But when we all looked up, it came from the left, all right? It came from the left, and it was going fast, and it stopped. But by the time that I had lifted up my head, like when a car is in motion, and it's going fast, and then it starts to stop. Like, it was going super fast, and then it started to, still going fast, it started to slow down, and it was right above the 3 elders. It stopped. Boom. I look up, and there's 3 big lights underneath it. And for a split second, we're all looking up, and we're, a feeling, of terror comes up, terror and gladness. As we look up, one of the lights comes on, and a beam of light comes out, and it goes over one of the elders, and the elder is taken up in that beam, and the name of that elder is said, but I cannot remember what the name of that elder was, but the name of that elder is said, and everybody's just in a state of shock, and we're all just frozen. Afterwards, another light comes on. One of the 3 light comes on underneath. the chariot is still hovering above us. It's gray, it's metallic, and it's just there. Another light comes on from underneath, and it shoots, and then the beam covers another brother, and then he's taken up, and then his name is said. Okay, again, I do not remember the name, man, but the name is said, and everybody, like, now 2 people have been taken up, and the brothers that were there, that were waiting for the elders, were like, wow. I get scared. I start to like walk back, like, because I'm scared. I'm scared. And so then a beam comes on me, and I look up. And when I'm looking up, I'm looking at that light, and my vision goes white. Like, if you're looking at your phone right now, just imagine just white light. And then for a minute, I'm scared. For a split second, these thoughts came to my head. Oh, wow, this is it. And then I was happy. And then another thought came, because I got a family. I got a wife and kids. And so the thought came into my head, what about my family? And so then I was a little afraid. And then it went from a bright white to just all white. And so I can feel myself being taken up, man. Like, and in the dream, my whole body, I've never done ecstasy. I've never done it. And I've never done mushrooms. But I've heard descriptions of such. And by the way, I hate to equate it to, such a low thing. But what I'm coming to is, I've heard the description of such, and it's they say that your body's tingly, that all of your senses are awake, and that's exactly how I felt. And then as I was being lifted up, the thoughts of fear went away. I was tremendously happy. I was elated. I was relaxed. I felt weightless. I was set free. Salvation was there, man. And I was so happy, man. And boom, I woke up. And I wake up, and for the first 2 or 3 seconds that I wake up, I'm in my room, it's dark. But for the first 3 seconds while I wake up, I still have those feelings all over my body. It was real, man. It was real. My whole body was just tingly. And I'm not going to lie. I thought that this was it. I thought that I was being taken. I thought that I was going to leave this earth. I wake up, my wife, and I was scared. I'm like, I just had a dream. She didn't wake up. I just laid there scared, man. I thought, to be honest, I thought if I fell back asleep, I thought I was going to die. So, but that was it. That was a dream. And I just wanted to share this dream with you guys, because with the prophecies, coming off the pages, we are, we believe that this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it was amazing. It scared me. I mean, I'm still scared, because, all these thoughts are coming. I'm glad that in the dream that I was beamed up, I was saved. And I guess I'm not scared, but I'm just like taken back, Anyways, I wanted to share this dream and bring up Job 33, because I believe that this vision could be instruction, and the scriptures tell us that these are the things to happen. 1 Thessalonians 4. Let's start at 16. For the Lord, the power himself, shall descend from the heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. And those truly are comforting words, because I may not be of that number. I pray that I am. And, I'm not one to exalt myself, and I'm not trying to do that. So please hear that. But I wanted to share this message out there, put this message, because it felt real. And with the times, we have hope. Even with Jacob's trouble right around the corner, we have hope. Whether we get beamed up, or whether or whether Yahweh provides for us through Jacob's trouble, we have hope. I also wanted, when I had this dream, and today, I wanted to share I wanted to read, because this is the attitude that I have, and I believe that a lot of brothers have. So in the 2 Kings chapter 2, and it came to pass, when Yahweh would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh has sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As Yahweh liveth, and as your soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. Elijah wants Elisha to stay, but Elisha said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm sticking with you, because Elijah's the prophet, Verse 3, And the sons of the prophet that were at Bethel, other men of Yahweh, came forth to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from the head today? And he said, Yes, I know it. Hold ye your peace. Other men of Yahweh that were all in tune also had the same vision, which we all have right now. Everybody in GMS has the vision that certain men will be caught up, that Yahweh Shai is coming back. Everybody is in tune. All right, we are now in tune through the waking up of these dry bones. Verse 4. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh has sent me to Jericho. And he said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. Again, he's saying, stay here. He's saying, no, I'm going with you. I'm sticking with the prophets. Verse 5, And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that Yahweh will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yes, I know it. Hold ye your peace. Yes, I know. Again, more elders in different camps having the same vision, and he knows about it. Verse 6, And Elisha said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here, for Yahweh has sent me to Jordan. And he said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. 7, And 50 men of those sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off. And they too stood by Jordan. Right here I'm starting to see a parallel within that dream. Verse 8, And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over on dry ground. And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee, before I be taken away from thee. And Elijah said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, Thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elijah saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. Man, this is the attitude that I have. The prophets of GMS, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Through the prophets, I am sticking with GMS, and this is the attitude that I know all the other brothers have on the other side, on both sides of the camera, man. No matter what happens, no matter where this world takes us, man, we're sticking to the prophets just like Elijah. We are sticking to the 100% truth. Come high water, it does not matter, man. We are at the end. Politically, there is no other move for these people. Prophetically, the prophecies are jumping off on the page, man, with Russia and the Battle of Armageddon looking like it's ramping up. So prophetically, it's amping up. And if you don't have the Spirit, to those that don't have the Spirit and that cannot read these prophecies, politically, you understand that if you're a Republican or a Democrat, if you're a Republican, you see the shit that these people have been putting towards Trump, and they know, with this being the election year, the Democrats supposedly know that they're supposed to lose, and they know that if they lose, again, this is speaking as men, but they know that if they lose, Trump's going to put them to the same hell that they're putting him. So they're politically, even in the world of men, something is going to happen because they cannot allow him to get back into that office. And so they're going to delay this election somehow. I speak as a man. But politically speaking, something has to happen to keep these people in power. All right? And so we are at the end, man. All right? And no matter what comes, we have to stick to the prophets, man. I want to end it with that. I hope that this has been edifying. We have hope. And with that, I say, Shalom.